Hi, how are you doing? This is my Michael Jackson voice. Hee hee! Do you like it? I like it very much. Anyway, there is a Michael Jackson pony. In this episode of the classic My Little Pony show. Okay, so yes, there is this Michael Jackson impersonator by the name of Nightshades. Where's the music? Anyway. Okay, so this episode starts off with not Michael Jackson singing to the ponies, and of course he has screaming fangirls going for him. And then a trio of these underage fillies go backstage to find him. What could possibly go wrong, am I right? And they find the manager of Nightshade, which is a zebra. Well, and you thought Zekora was an offensive character. Ugh. So anyway, of course things go as well as they might be, and the fillies practically get convinced to join the tour. And I remind you once again, they are underage, and you know how this thing go in real life. So they have a little demonstration of their singing abilities, which are bad, and then yeah, the one thing that always happens when underage girls get convinced. No, I'm serious. The zebra guy unleashes some sort of fog that literally steals their shadows. Metaphor for rape? I don't know. I have no idea. It's just something that happens for some reason. Okay, the adult ponies plus Megan, I eventually realized that the fillies are gone, mysteriously gone, and they put two and two together and they figured out eventually it was Nightshade's caravan of child abduction goodness that was responsible for that. So they go after him, and suddenly a mouse village. No, really, they come across a village of giant mouse people. And I will never mention them ever again because they are about as important to the plot as me wearing this hat is important for this vlog. It really isn't. See? Got rid of it. Nothing changes. They could have just not been there to begin with. It wouldn't make a lick of difference. What does make a lick of difference, however, is that at this point the plot gets ridiculously convoluted. It turns out that the zebra guy is forcing Nightshade to do his bidding and to distract people with his singing so he can capture shadows for his master, which is a smoke monster from Lost, apparently, and he's also a grand wizard that feeds off shadows for some reason. And then but Nightshade is sorry for the things he's doing, and he becomes the main character because this all becomes some sort of redemption arc for him to right his wrongs. And then he goes with the main characters, the other Megan and the other ponies, and they go back to his village, running away from the evil smoke monster. And then he finds his former people, which, by the way, are mules. There are mule people in this cartoon. Huh, interesting. And they want to lynch him because, hey, you totally stole our shadows, you freak. But then Mommy comes around. No, I mean, literally, his mom comes around and save him from being lynched by the crowd. And then there is what passes for an emotional moment in this series, which I'm sure if it was handled by better writers and animators, it might have actually left an impact. And especially since Nightshade is the first and only prominent male character in this whole show, if you think about it. And he's a Michael Jackson impersonator, so make of that what you will. So, at this point you might be wondering, what does a smoke monster and stealing shadows have to do with anything? I mean, this was already a story about child abduction and the alluringness of the bright lights of success that every year pushes several young girls to follow that light, and they finish trapped in this game of objectification that's bigger than them. There was already a huge commentary about the music industry basically exploiting its rock stars for money and all that. But no, they had to add the smoke monster that steals shadows, and then the giant mouse from the Mouseville, and the redemption arc, and then all this whole running away. No, we're going to fight it. No, we're going to running away from the smoke monster, and then we're going to summon the flutter ponies right at the end to basically beat him up for us, because apparently he can do that. It's a complete Deus Ex Machina. And they beat him up, and he gets so tired he eventually runs out of shadow power, and he's nothing but a little cloud. And they have the zebra guy arrested too in the end, and then Nightshade has a concert with the three stupid fillies from the beginning of the short, and that's about it. This episode was a bit confusing. It's like it tried to be too many things, but it lost focus on what it wanted to be at the very beginning of it all, which was a solid premise for the reasons I told you already. And yeah, it's just a gimmick for having, a Michael Jackson impersonator, because Michael Jackson was the most popular thing in the world back in the days of this series. So, there you go. Bright lights. Not so bright. Definitely not so bright.